After the first two movies were about kids killing each other in an arena for a crowd's entertainment, now we have a full-scale war. Sort of.
Are you coming to the tree? They strung up a man, they say we're running free. Strange things that happened here, stranger would it be? We met at midnight in the hanging tree.
The third film in the Hunger Games trilogy is basically one big propaganda war between District 13 and the Rebellion and the Capitol. I thought I might be bored by the constant politics and the not action, yeah, but instead I was interested. I liked the little propos they did, and I liked the scenes where Castor and Pollux would record her and Gale, and yeah, cool. And I liked how good Jennifer Lawrence was at being bad at acting. That was funny. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the characters. Main character, Katniss Everdeen, really saw kind of the insane part of her at the beginning of the movie. In the book, you know, she goes insane kind of after this, and she goes insane at the end of the thing, and she goes insane a lot, kind of like Frankenstein. And Jennifer Lawrence does that really well. She's, you know, she's like Topher. She's a schizophrenic maniac. I liked how you also saw the defiant part of her when she's like, my sister gets to keep her cat. And you also saw kind of her hate for the Capitol. But you also saw kind of the funny part of her and how she loves her sister. And there's Peeta. He wasn't really in the movie that much. He was mostly just the Capitol zombie that kind of went crazy at the end. Gale. Gale was in the movie a lot, but it wasn't really important. You got to see his good side and his loyalty to the rebellion. And I really like the District 13, District 12 scene where he's like, talks about how he got the people away and managed to get them away in time from the bomb. But, and my notes just stopped up, so excuse that. And, you know, instead of focusing on Katniss, they focus on Gale for that propo. I like that. Then there's Haymitch. Woody Harrelson is just funny. He's a funny actor. I wish he would be in more things. He didn't really get big, though, until Zombieland, I think. And then Hunger Games kind of got him out even more. He's loyal. He's to the rebellion. He's funny. He's a really good character. I like how he always is complaining about not the alcohol. He's like, District 13, Coin's got this prohibition going on, so you're the only real friend I have here. he's funny. And you can tell he loves Katniss and Peeta, and he's really helpful to them, and so you got to see that more. Effie wasn't really in the book that much. She just was at the end, kind of. She's kind of proclaimed herself as a rebel. But in the movie, she was very important. The rebels needed someone Katniss trusted, and she was there. And Elizabeth Banks was great in the role. She was mostly there for comic relief, though. President Alma Coin, played by Julianne Moore, she was a lot more likable in the movie. In the book, she was kind of unlikable, wasn't really a good character. I wasn't really surprised at her fate, and didn't really care either. In the movie, she was kind of a tragic character, and you saw she wanted to destroy the Capitol and be the president of 13, but needed Katniss's help. Then there's Plutarch. R.I.P. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Rest in peace, please. I do not remember him in the book as much. In this movie, he was likable, he was funny. You see, unlike some people, he thought of Katniss as a person instead of a tool. I could really like to see that. Then there's BT, Jeffrey Wright. Was mostly in the movie for weapons and gadgets. I really don't remember him that much in the book either. I like how he designs the Capitol system, and so he always manages to like get right into the Capitol, and I like that outsmarting himself thing. I liked Jeffrey Wright's portrayal, and I've always liked his character's charisma. Caesar Flickerman, Stanley Tucci, was not in the movie that much. He was mostly there for the interviews with Peeta. He had the same charisma, but he was only there for that. You know, they really don't get that much on Caesar's character besides what he says and does on TV, in the book or the movie. President Snow, you got Donald Sutherland is evil. He's not Buffy's Watcher Merrick anymore. He is evil. you get chills every time he walks on screen. Every time he like walks in with that big beard, you just think, he's evil. I like his style, and I like how he fights the war. Then there's the plot. I was interested by the concept of a propaganda war. They just, the propos, they go and they shoot. The commercials, kind of. I liked how Katniss was the rebels' weapons, and Peter was the Capitol's. I like the scene where Cressida, whatever, and her team filmed Katniss, and I like how she could only do good if no one told her what to do. I remember that in the book. And another thing, I really don't remember the book that much. Like I said, I don't remember Plutarch's character, so it's hard to remember him, and I can't really compare to the book, which is funny, because I usually have a really good memory about these things. Alright, so as usual, you want to skip the spoilers, skip right here, there. Skip the spoilers. And I had read the book, so most of the big spoilers I knew what was coming. And I saw the movie with my friend, and he's sitting there, and after the movie he says, when Peter grabbed Katniss's neck, that scared the bejesus out of me. And I said, he didn't say that, he's not Texan. And I knew that was going to happen, though. Another thing, I don't remember the bombing scene in the book. It might have been there, and I just, forgot, because that book was really, the book is weird. And I didn't remember when they bombed the, District 13, and she went up there, and Prim saved the cat. I don't remember that. Nothing. My favorite scene in the whole movie was when the people bombed the dam, and they're singing that song, The Hanging Tree, Are You Coming to the Tree, where they strung up a man, they say he murdered 3. And, they've got the peacekeepers, they're stormtroopers, they're lining up with their big guns, and it's kind of like the opening scene in Star Wars, where they're sitting there with their guns just waiting, and then it zooms in on the guy's face, only this time he's wearing a helmet. And they're like stormtroopers, they have bad aim. And, so they look into the fog, and there's just a swarm of people running at them, so they start blasting them down, shooting them. There's just so many, though. They keep coming, and eventually, the people just manage to overcrowd them. They knock them out, tackle them to the ground, beat them up, grab their guns. Then there's the people that are carrying boxes, kind of in the middle. There's these big, long boxes. They throw the box inside of the dam, inside of the little building that's inside of the dam, set some, charges on it, and then they just run. And you see them running away, and then as they're running away, you see the dam just explode behind them, and half the power in the Capitol goes out, and that's just cool. Overall, I can't compare the film to the novel because I don't remember it as well. The movie was pretty good, but I like the first 2 better. I'd say 7 out of 10, so pretty good. So once again, be sure to subscribe. My next videos will be Jurassic Park trailer review and Star Wars 7 teaser trailer review. They're making Star Wars 7. Come on, let's hype it up. So yeah, be sure to subscribe, and bye.